Remember pedometers? Those clunky gadgets clipped to our waistbands, desperately trying to keep up with our strides? Fast forward to today, and we're practically draped in technology. Our clothes aren't just fashion statements anymore. They're practically honorary members of our tech support team. From tracking our steps to monitoring our heartbeats, wearable technology has transformed from basic to Star Trek in the blink of an eye. But how did we get here? Let's take a walk, perhaps tracked by our shoes, down memory lane. It's a fascinating journey, filled with ambitious innovations, questionable fashion choices, looking at you, early Bluetooth headsets, and a sprinkle of good old-fashioned human obsession. Join me as we explore this wild world of wearable wonders. We'll uncover how we went from counting steps to wearing clothes that could probably write a thesis on our biometrics. Buckle up, tech enthusiasts and fashionistas. It's going to be a fascinating ride. The allure of wearable tech isn't just about looking like a character from a William Gibson novel. It stems from a deeper desire, the urge to understand ourselves better. Enter the quantified self movement, where data becomes king, and we, its loyal subjects. We're obsessed with tracking everything: steps, sleep, calories, even our moods. And what better way to satisfy this insatiable thirst for self-knowledge than with devices that live on our wrists, clothes, and maybe even under our skin one day, hopefully not. This desire to quantify our lives paved the way for the first generation of wearable tech fitness trackers. Remember the Fitbit craze? Suddenly, everyone was obsessed with hitting 10,000 steps, comparing stats, and bragging about their sleep scores. These unassuming wristbands weren't just gadgets. They were badges of honor in the newly formed society of self-monitoring enthusiasts. Little did we know this was just the tip of the iceberg. The earliest iterations of fitness trackers were, let's be honest, a little rough around the edges. They were clunky, basic, and about as stylish as a calculator watch. But hidden beneath their unassuming exteriors lay a revolutionary concept: continuous self-monitoring. Suddenly, we weren't just passively existing. We were active participants in our own well-being, armed with data and driven by digital encouragement. Then came Fitbit, bursting onto the scene like a high-tech Richard Simmons. The brand became synonymous with fitness tracking, turning step counting into a national pastime. Suddenly, everyone from your grandma to your boss was comparing daily step counts, fueled by a potent cocktail of gamification and social pressure. Fitbit tapped into our innate desire for competition and achievement, transforming a mundane activity like walking into a quest for a digital glory. But the wearable tech world wasn't content with simply counting steps. Oh no, that was just the warm-up act. The race was on to cram more features, more sensors, and more data-crunching power into these increasingly sophisticated wrist huggers. Heart rate monitoring became standard, sleep tracking promised to unlock the secrets of a good night's rest, and some models even dared to estimate our calorie burn, with varying degrees of accuracy, of course. The once simple fitness tracker was evolving into a comprehensive health companion, a digital guardian angel whispering insights about our physical well-being. And we, the eager disciples of the quantified self-movement, lapped it up. We reveled in the graphs, the charts, and the colorful visualizations of our every move. As our wrists were getting accustomed to the feel of fitness trackers, a new contender emerged, ready to take wearable tech to the next level: the smartwatch. These weren't just glorified pedometers, they were mini computers strapped to our arms, promising to untether us from our smartphones. Well, almost. Early models were a bit like those first-generation flip phones, clunky, limited in functionality, and with battery life that would make a hummingbird nervous. But just like those early cell phones evolved, so did the smartwatch. The Apple Watch arrived with its sleek design and intuitive interface, making even the most tech-challenged individual feel like a secret agent. Samsung wasn't far behind, releasing a slew of stylish models with a dizzying array of features. The smartwatch wars had begun, and we, the consumers, were the lucky beneficiaries. While the ability to glance at our wrists instead of digging for our phones in the abyss of our bags was a novelty in itself, the true genius of the smartwatch lay in its seamless integration with our digital lives. Suddenly, we were notified about everything from incoming emails to breaking news, all without having to unlock our phones. Social media addicts rejoiced, their wrists buzzing with every like, comment, and retweet. The fear of missing out, FOMO, had found its perfect technological partner. But it wasn't just about notifications. Smartwatches became our co-conspirators in productivity, reminding us about appointments, tracking our to-do lists, and even letting us pay for our morning coffee with a flick of the wrist. The lines between our physical and digital selves were blurring, and honestly, it felt strangely liberating. We were becoming cyborgs, but in a good way, mostly. Hold on to your hats, tech aficionados, because the smartwatch revolution is far from over. The future of wrist-worn tech promises to be even more personalized, intuitive, and dare we say mind-blowing. Imagine a world where your smartwatch doesn't just track your heart rate but can predict potential health issues before they even arise. Like a personal wrist-mounted Nostradamus, hopefully with less cryptic pronouncements. Artificial intelligence, AI, is poised to become the brains behind these wearable marvels, learning our habits, anticipating our needs, and maybe even finishing our sentences, though let's hope it has better grammar than our phones. And who knows, maybe one day our smartwatches will be able to project holographic displays, translate languages in real time, or even beam us up to our spaceships. A tech enthusiast can dream, right? The possibilities are as limitless as our imaginations, and just as potentially terrifying. But hey, that's the price we pay for living on the cutting edge of technology. Hold on to your hats, tech enthusiasts and fashionistas, because we're about to enter a whole new realm of wearable wonders. The fascinating world of smart clothes? Yes, you read that right. Our beloved garments are no longer content with just keeping us warm and decent. They're now vying for a spot on the tech scene, transforming from humble fabrics into high-tech marvels. Remember the days when wearing a wire meant you were about to listen to some tunes on your Walkman? Those days are as dated as shoulder pads. Today, the wires are woven directly into the fabric itself, transforming shirts, socks, and even underwear into data-collecting, insight-providing, fashion-forward wonders. It's enough to make even the most skeptical technophobe want to ditch their denim for some digitally enhanced threads. While still in its early stages, smart clothing is already proving its mettle, or should we say its microfiber in the health and wellness arena. Imagine a world where your yoga pants can tell you if you're properly aligned in downward dog, or your running shirt can warn you when you're pushing yourself too hard. Sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, right? Well, buckle up, Buttercup, because the future is now. From monitoring our heart rate and breathing, to tracking our steps and calorie burn, smart clothes are like having a personal trainer, doctor, and life coach all rolled into one stylish package. But it doesn't stop there. These garments can do everything from regulating our body temperature to alerting us about harmful UV exposure. And the best part? They do it all while looking damn good. While the health and fitness industry might be the early adopters of smart clothing, the potential applications extend far beyond the gym or the running track. Imagine a world where your business suit could discreetly vibrate, alerting you about an important incoming call, or your baby's onesie could monitor their temperature and breathing, giving parents peace of mind. Smart clothing has the potential to revolutionize countless aspects of our lives, from the clothes we wear to work to the uniforms worn by our first responders. Imagine firefighters wearing suits that monitor their vital signs in real time, alerting them to potential dangers, or surgeons using smart gloves to get haptic feedback during delicate procedures. The possibilities are as vast as our imaginations, and perhaps even more outlandish than some of Lady Gaga's outfits. Section 4. Fashion meets function. The future of smart clothing. So, what does the future hold for this brave new world of smart clothing? Well, if the past is any indication, we can expect a wild ride filled with groundbreaking innovations, questionable fashion choices. We're looking at you LED-encrusted dresses. and a healthy dose of "why didn't I think of that?" One thing's for sure, the line between fashion and function is about to get a whole lot blurrier. Imagine a world where you can change the color or pattern of your clothing with a swipe on your smartphone, or where your clothes could adapt to different weather conditions, keeping you cool in the summer and warm in the winter. We might even see clothes that can monitor our emotions, adjusting their color or texture to match our mood. Talk about wearing your heart on your sleeve. The possibilities are as limitless as a tech CEO's imagination during a product launch. Section 5. The Tangled Web. We weave ethical considerations. As with any groundbreaking technology, smart clothing comes with its fair share of ethical dilemmas. After all, we're talking about garments that can collect vast amounts of personal data, from our heart rate to our location. It's enough to make even the most privacy-conscious individual break out in a cold sweat. Hopefully their moisture-wicking smart shirt can handle it. The question of who has access to this data, how it's being used, and how we can protect ourselves from potential misuse is a tangled web indeed. As we stride confidently into this brave new world of connected couture, we need to tread carefully, ensuring that our desire for fashion-forward functionality doesn't come at the cost of our privacy and security. After all, nobody wants to end up in a digital fashion faux pas, right? Section 1. Crystal Ball Couture. Predicting the future of wearables. Fasten your seatbelts, fashionistas, and tech aficionados, because we're about to take a wild ride into the future of wearable tech. The landscape of wearable technology is evolving at a breakneck pace, and it's not just about smartwatches and fitness trackers anymore. We're entering an era where wearables are becoming an integral part of our daily lives, seamlessly blending fashion with functionality. If the past few years have been any indication, we're on the verge of a wearable revolution that would make even Jules Verne raise an eyebrow, perhaps with the help of a futuristic monocle naturally. This revolution is driven by advancements in materials science, artificial intelligence, and the Internet of Things, all converging to create wearables that are smarter, more intuitive, and more stylish than ever before. Gone are the days of merely tracking our steps or monitoring our heart rate. Today's wearables are capable of so much more, from monitoring our sleep patterns and stress levels to providing real-time health insights and even detecting early signs of illness. These devices are becoming our personal health assistants, helping us lead healthier, more informed lives. We're talking about clothes that can read our minds, predict our moods, and maybe even do our taxes, though let's not get ahead of ourselves. Imagine a world where your clothing can sense your emotional state and adjust accordingly, providing comfort and support when you need it most. This kind of technology could revolutionize mental health care, offering new ways to manage stress and anxiety. Imagine a world where your shirt changes color based on your mood, letting everyone know you're feeling blue, literally. This kind of technology could also be used for self-expression, allowing us to communicate our feelings and personality through our clothing in ways we've never been able to before. It's a new form of social interaction, one that blends the digital and physical worlds in exciting ways. Or your socks automatically order a new pair when they detect a hole. Finally, an end to the sock monster mystery. This might sound like science fiction, but it's closer to reality than you might think. With advances in smart textiles and e-commerce integration, our clothing could soon be taking care of itself, freeing us from mundane tasks and giving us more time to focus on what really matters. Picture yourself wearing a dress that adjusts its length and style based on the occasion, transforming from a boardroom-ready power suit to a cocktail-hour showstopper with a simple voice command. This kind of adaptability is not just about convenience, it's about sustainability. By reducing the need for multiple outfits, we can cut down on waste and make more environmentally friendly fashion choices. And who needs a weather app when your jacket can tell you the forecast with pinpoint accuracy? Perhaps even deploying a miniature umbrella drone for those unexpected downpours? This is just the tip of the iceberg. Wearable technology is poised to transform every aspect of our lives, from how we dress and communicate to how we manage our health and interact with the world around us. The future of wearables is bright, and it's coming faster than we think. So, stay tuned, because the best is yet to come. Section 2. The rise of the sentient suit, when clothes take charge. But wait, there's more. As artificial intelligence continues its relentless march into every aspect of our lives, it's only natural that our clothes will eventually develop a mind of their own. Imagine a world where your suit isn't just a suit, but a sartorial supercomputer whispering fashion advice in your ear, reminding you about upcoming appointments, and maybe even negotiating a better price on that new pair of shoes you've been eyeing. Because who's a better haggler than an AI with access to your bank account? Of course, with great AI power comes great responsibility, or at least, that's what we hope. Will we surrender to our clothes' superior fashion sense, trusting their algorithms to dress us for every occasion, from a job interview to a first date? Will we become slaves to their relentless pursuit of optimization, ending up with wardrobes full of identical, perfectly coordinated outfits that would make even Mark Zuckerberg envious? Only time, and perhaps a few fashion-forward robots, will tell. Remember the days when a fancy car or a designer handbag was the ultimate symbol of success? Well, get ready for a paradigm shift, because in the future, status might just be measured by the sophistication of our wearable tech. Forget about the latest iPhone or that limited edition Rolex. The real question will be, what's your shirt's processing speed? Can your dress stream holographic videos? Imagine a world where social gatherings are dominated by conversations about thread count and terabytes, where people subtly, or not so subtly, flaunt their self-cleaning suits and bioluminescent accessories. First dates will involve comparing fitness tracker data. Job interviews will require syncing your smartwatch with the company's server. And don't even think about attending a gala without a dress that can project a dazzling light show. The line between fashion and function will become as blurry as our vision after a long night of staring at holographic displays. While the future of wearable tech might seem like a utopian or dystopian, depending on your perspective, playground of innovation and self-expression, it's not without its ethical dilemmas. After all, we're talking about technology that will be intimately intertwined with our bodies, our minds, and our identities. As we stride confidently, or perhaps cautiously, into this brave new world of wearable wonders, we need to ask ourselves some tough questions about the potential consequences, both intended and unintended. What happens when our clothes know more about us than we do? Who will have access to the vast amounts of data collected by our sentient suits and mood-sensing shirts? Will we face discrimination based on our wearable tech, with employers, insurers, and even potential partners judging us based on our digital profiles? And perhaps most importantly, will we still be able to tell the difference between a genuine smile and one generated by our emotion-sensing hats? The future of wearable tech is full of promise, but it's up to us to ensure that it's a future we can all feel comfortable wearing. So there you have it, a whirlwind tour of the ever-evolving, often perplexing, and undeniably fascinating world of wearable tech. We've come a long way from those clunky pedometers clipped to our waistbands, haven't we? Back then, the simple act of counting our steps felt revolutionary, a glimpse into the hidden metrics of our physical selves. Who knew that just a few short years later, we'd be draping ourselves in technology that could probably write a thesis on our biometrics, and maybe even offer some unsolicited fashion advice on the side. The relationship between humans and technology has always been a complex and evolving dance, a delicate balance between our desire for convenience, connection, and perhaps a touch of digital narcissism. But with wearable tech, that dance has become a full-blown tango, a passionate embrace of circuits and sensors, algorithms, and data streams. Our devices are no longer just tools. They're becoming extensions of ourselves, whispering insights, nudging us towards self-improvement, and maybe even eavesdropping on our thoughts. We're looking at you, voice assistants. So what does the future hold for this brave new world of wearable wonders? If the past is any indication, we're in for a wild ride, a roller coaster of innovation, fashion faux pas, and existential pondering. Will we one day upload our consciousnesses into our smart suits? achieving a state of sartorial singularity? Will our clothes stage a fashion coup, dictating our every outfit choice and relegating us to the role of mere mannequins? Will we finally achieve the dream of self-cleaning socks, only to be outsmarted by a rogue AI that prefers the smell of freshly worn gym shoes? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, the future of wearable tech is going to be anything but boring. So buckle up, embrace the digital threads, and get ready for a future where the clothes you wear might just be smarter than you are. Just remember to keep a spare pair of batteries handy, because the last thing you want is for your self-driving shoes to leave you stranded in the middle of a fashion emergency. Thanks for watching, and please go ahead and hit that like button, share with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more exciting episodes.